Millions of players treat netherrack as the cheapest dirt in the game. It is a mass-produced scaffolding material, discarded once a bridge over a lava pit is completed. The internal data confirms this perceived worthlessness. The game assigns it a hardness and blast resistance of 0.4, meaning a basic wooden tool can tear through it in less than half a second. Yet, the moment you ignite the top surface, the physics engine breaks. It produces a flame that burns forever, fueled by a rock that never turns to ash or shows signs of heat degradation. This creates a thermal contradiction, a single block that hosts infinite energy on its upper plane, while the rest of its mass remains entirely non-flammable, even when submerged in lava. Before this paradox was normalized, the creator of the game assigned it a different name. In the earliest development logs, this block was officially cataloged as Bloodstone. We are exploiting a source of infinite, reality-breaking energy to build temporary bridges, ignoring the fact that the material beneath our feet shouldn't exist. The smelting data reveals a significant mass balance error. When you process a full block of netherrack in a furnace, the output is a single nether brick, which the game calculates as only 0.1 of a standard unit. That leaves a physical deficit. We have to account for the really vanishes during the heating process. Chemical data from the bedrock material reducer provides the explanation. Analysis shows this volcanic silicate is saturated with mercury, a heavy metal that transitions to a colorless gas when heated. This heavy metal saturation reacts to biological triggers. Applying bone meal, powdered skeletal remains, causes the stone to organically mutate, forcing a layer of living nylium to spread across its surface. This isn't a geological formation. Between the evaporating mass and the organic response to bone meal, we are looking at a volatile, heavy metal organism disguised as stone. The most direct evidence of this biology is hidden in the block's acoustic resonance. Placing mechanical objects on its surface forces the internal structure to vibrate in a very specific pattern. A note block placed on netherrack produces a deep bass drum frequency. When you activate it, you are listening to the rhythmic pulse of a trapped organism. During version 1.10, Endermen began interacting with this living stone. Historical records show they were actively harvesting the blocks and relocating them throughout the world. Look at the timeline for this behavior. Precisely in update 20W07A, the ability for Endermen to pick up this specific block was stripped from the code, while their ability to move other blocks remained. This targeted change suggests that the developers realized the Endermen were acting as vectors for a living contagion. The patch was a desperate effort to halt the spread of the infection by hard-trading the entities to leave the organism alone, but the quarantine has failed. This intrusive rock is now manifesting at ruined portals in the overworld, physically replacing the natural terrain with its porous mercury-rich mass. The entity formerly cataloged as numeral ID 87 is no longer confined to the nether. It is now part of the overworld's landscape, generating alongside obsidian and stone in the primary dimension. Standard logic no longer applies. You must stop using the block to craft smithing templates or rib armor trims immediately. Do not integrate this organism into your equipment. To counter the spread, you need exactly a stack of 64 pieces. The extraction requires a strike speed of precisely 0.05 seconds. That specific 0.05 second window is only achievable with a golden pickaxe. Using any other tool fails to trigger the necessary phase.
Chilling, quiet. Stand still and listen. The only way to confirm you are still in a stable reality is to wait for the stone beneath your feet to pulse. Listen for the heartbeat.